Well, hello, my YouTube family. So, I'm going to do a question and answer later for people who want to shoot me questions on Instagram. But I really wanted to make this video as kind of an introduction. I'm not new to the web. I got my first computer when my daughter was like 13. My kids were grown, so I was never one of the people that had babies running around with computers. And it was in 2000, I believe. And then 2001, I actually became really interactive because I joined Yahoo through a person who recommended it to me on the AOL discs, which is really funny. So when I first came on the web, everything was new. It's like people were still excited that they got to meet people from all over the world and different things like that. So it's not like where it's at today. Where it's at today, I find the newer people have that type of community, but I think there's a lot of people that's taken it for granted, and some of the people don't realize what you're going to get into. So I'm going to take my experience with the web, and I want to share something with you guys. And I don't know how far this is going to go. Like, I'm just a small YouTuber now. I don't know, I don't really have any big goals or anything for my channel. I just like the community here because I used to be in Yahoo and we had a great community there. And I guess I just miss it. Well, I've met some YouTubers that have been, so far not in person yet, but through YouTube that have been pretty awesome people so far. And then, of course, you have the ones that aren't so decent. But what I want to share with you guys is a really down-to-earth vision, okay? And I'm going to use a good example. There was a girl I had met on MSN, and when Facebook came out, she was, joined my Facebook, of course, because I considered her a friend. We'd been friends for years. But the thing is I find that there's two types of people offline and on. You're either a follower or you're a leader. Like, there's no in between. There's people that follow everything somebody says, or you lead and like kind of make your own opinions on things. So my recommendations is this. When I added her to my Facebook, she decided to take and add everybody on my Facebook. But the thing is everybody on my Facebook didn't know her. So people seeing that she was on my list is like, who is this woman adding me? This brings me to the point of a great example. When I recommend makeup, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. When I recommend, like, I have like a couple recommendations in the descriptions of people I might follow on Instagram or people I might follow on YouTube. I'm only recommending them because I like them. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like them. My recommendation to people is this. I actually ran a chat room on Yahoo too. It was a user room I actually created. I used to sit back because you can't use your senses online like you can when a person walks in the room. Like, you only have so much limitation to work with. So what I recommend to people, and I hope what people will get out of my channel and just me as a person, is this. Find out for yourself. Sit back, watch a person for a few times before you add them on YouTube. Don't just jump because somebody recommended that person. Take your time, really sit back and absorb the content, absorb how that person treats people, especially when they do lives. I have found in my short period of time, because I'm more of an observer, and I have witnesses that can verify this. I worked a job for a year and hardly really spoke to anybody, and it's not because I'm a snob and I'm not totally shy, but I have this quality. I like to absorb my environment. I like to absorb the people around me. I like to know who the gossipers are. I like to know who the people are who are the hard workers. I just take in my environment, and then I tend to step out of my realm and start to get to know people. That's just me. It's too funny because my twin granddaughters, one is like that. She's very skeptical. Like she'll just look at you and she'll put her eyebrow up sometimes. Like she takes in her environment. With the other one, she just jumps in with both feet. Like it's just, just the differences in people. And I embrace that. But what I have found since I've been on YouTube, it's like becoming like high school. Like you have these cliques. And some of these people want you in these cliques to root and raw for them. And then some people are like, not like that. And I just never conformed to cliques. Even when I was in school, I had a very, very melting pot of friends from all walks of life. And maybe that's what made me different than most people, is because, one of my birthday parties, a fist fight broke out because I tend to mix people that clash. And it's not because I want drama or I want fighting. It's just I wish everybody could just find a medium ground and get along. Try to have a peace. And I know that's asking a big thing, because if that's the case, we wouldn't have wars and things. But why not try? But I want people on my channel to know that just because I recommend a beauty product or I recommend this or that, it's my opinion. It's something that works for me on my skin, something that does something for me. Just like when I watch a YouTuber and I decide to add them and click that little bell, it's not because they say to subscribe on their channel or they say to click that bell. I choose to do it because I actually like that YouTuber, or I'm getting something and gaining something from their content. And I would just like to tell you people out there who have a tendency of following and believing everything you hear, don't be so gullible. Really get to know the people and the content of the channel, because to me, that means everything. My channels are so far-fetched from each other that I follow. I like looking at beauty. I like music. I like a couple of the science channels. But at the end of the day, there are people who I've unfollowed because I have come to find in time, you're getting just a clip. You're not getting like the full potential of the person until you've been around a while. And I know a lot of people got Snapchat and this and this and other. I'm not following all those. And another thing that I find is just because a person's life is their YouTube and maybe it is their means of income, and they have to do Snapchat and they have to do Twitter. I have a life outside of being on the web. And I am not a member of all those platforms because I choose not to be. I don't want the web to be 100% of my life. So I find it very rude a lot when you follow some YouTubers that do giveaways and they're like, well, if, they'll announce it on YouTube saying, I'm doing a giveaway, but it's for my Snapchat people. To me, that is so arrogant. That is so rude. Because when you're on one platform, and I don't care if it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever, if I'm doing an Instagram giveaway, it is going to be intended for my Instagram people. I'm not going to come on YouTube and say, oh, by the way, you're irrelevant because I'm having an Instagram giveaway. Or you're irrelevant because this is just going to my Snapchat. That to me is just, it's awful. Listen to how people word things. I have Instagram here because my YouTube people are involved too. The only reason why when I have a YouTube giveaway, it is just for YouTube unless I announce it on Instagram and combine the two. I feel that no matter what platform, if I'm on Facebook and I have people there and I have people who follow me on Instagram and have people who follow me on YouTube, my thing would be is, listen, I'm having a giveaway. I'm announcing it on YouTube because you're all invited. And then I'll say it's also for my Instagram followers. It's also for my Facebook. And I'll do it all at once. But one of the big people I unfollowed was because of that very reason. I take the time out of my day to watch your videos. And you're going to come on and say, oh, I'm doing a giveaway and announce it on YouTube. I mean, if you're going to have it for Snapchat people, then just keep it there. and announce it to your Snapchat people. I would never be so rude to come on to the people who follow me on YouTube and say, oh, by the way, I'm having it on a platform that some of you may not be on, because to me, it's just wrong. Morally, it's just terrible. So I feel that, whenever I have a giveaway, you guys are always included. So are my Instagram people if I decide to announce it there. But I will never tell you that I'm going to have a giveaway and not include you and take it to another platform. I think that is terrible of a YouTuber to do. So anyways, and you don't have to be a member of all my platforms either. Like I've noticed even with people that use Gleam, they'll sit there and say, oh, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and follow me on Instagram. But yet they have all these other options of Twitter and this, and it gives them more points. And that's their preference because they do include everybody. But I feel like in some of these raffles, I have found one of the raffles for the comment section that if you're the most commenter, you're going to be the one that's picked. To me, that's not fair. If, say like one person commented on every single one of my things and they're only going to pick the one that commented the most, that's not fair. So right now, I do drawings by hand because I haven't found one that's actually lived up to what I want it to, because I want every comment to count. That doesn't mean you have to watch my videos every day. But I want you guys to have an insight on how I feel about things that I see. And if you have any feedback or any questions, please feel free to ask. But all I want you to do is free think. Think for yourself. You can't control who your subscribers follow. You can't even control who other YouTubers, and that's not what this is about, because there's YouTubers I like that may follow people I don't like, but that's okay because that's their opinion. But at the end of the day, I want you people to all just think for yourself. Do not be swayed to go into a clique just because another YouTuber, no matter how many numbers, high or low they have, convince you otherwise. I want you to follow the people that you are getting something out of, because that's the type of person I am. So please don't ever think that you have to listen to all my recommendations or follow people that I recommend just because they're people I follow. And with that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for being a part of my YouTube family. And with this, you guys have a great day. Mwah.